Night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums, T-U-M-S. Tums, famous quick relief for acid indigestion, presents A Date with Judy.
Hello, Judy. This is Eleanor. What are you doing this Saturday?
Nothing. Why?
Well, my date asked me if I could get a girl for a friend of his.
Oh, wonderful. What's he like?
Well, he's tall and good-looking and has beautiful manners and simply loads of money.
Oh, that's terribly exciting. I'll be delighted to go out with him.
Oh, you don't understand. That one's for me.
Oh, jeepers.
That's Judy, folks. Judy Foster, the cutest date in town. Your date with her each Tuesday at the same time is arranged by the makers of Tums, famous quick relief for acid indigestion. Well, now let's see what's doing at the Foster house. It's Saturday, and Judy bursts into the house.
Mother!
Hello, dear.
Oh, Mother, this has been absolutely the most thrilling Saturday morning of my whole life.
Well, what happened, dear?
Don't tell me. Let me guess. Some gazook invited you to the Jitterbug Jamboree.
Oh, no, Randolph. That wouldn't mean a thing to me. The men of my generation are so mundane and everything.
Well, what did happen, Judy?
I saw a train come in.
Well, that must have been a thrill.
Oh, it was.
Why don't you run down to the post office this afternoon and watch somebody mail a letter? That ought to make a real full day.
Oh, the people in this house are so obtuse and everything. This was a very special train.
Oh, you mean it choo-chooed tobacco?
This was the train that brought a whole bunch of people from Hollywood to town. They're on a camp tour, and they're going to give performances at the Army camps in this vicinity.
Well, isn't that nice?
Nice. It's positively soul-shattering. To think, I was right down there at the station on the same platform with real live movie stars.
I always think live movie stars are so much more soul-shattering than dead movie stars, don't you?
Well, Randolph. So you were right on the same platform with them, Judy.
Uh-huh. Of course, not exactly at the same time. When we got there, they'd already left. But they had been there just a few minutes before.
Oh.
I walked right through the same station they did.
And breathed the same air?
Yes. The station still reverberated with their presence.
I bet the very walls had goose pimples.
Mother, please make him stop scoffing at me.
Randolph, please stop scoffing at her.
Anyhow, we caught up with the movie stars on State Street.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. And you know who was among them? Frank Sinatra. Oh. There I was right beside him, only 2 blocks away.
What color were his eyes?
Oh, Randolph.
Well, it still sounds like a remote control thrill to me.
We were utterly throbbing.
Who is we, dear?
Barbara and Lulu and Eleanor and Gloria and Missy and me. Oh. We pushed our way nearly all the way up to the stars. It was momentous.
In Ohio, it will always be remembered as the charge of the Bobby Sox Brigade.
Well, this is all very fascinating, but I'm going to turn the radio on.
Oh, dear. I don't know how I'll ever recover from this morning.
Well, why don't you kind of ease yourself off movie stars by looking through a fan magazine?
I think I will.
And now a special announcement. A group of movie stars making a camp tour of neighboring camps are facing a difficult problem.
Hey, listen.
Due to the hotel and housing shortage in this vicinity, the authorities are requesting that the citizens of this community rent any rooms they may have available in their houses. The movie stars who so generously are giving our boys their time and talent are desperately in need of lodging.
How superior.
If you have any rooms to report, call 3400. Call 34...
Oh, Mother, this is the biggest opportunity we ever had in our lives.
What is, dear?
Well, Father's out of town, and all you have to do is sleep in the den, Mother, and we can give your room to a movie star.
Well, I don't think I'd like sleeping in the den, even for the sake of a movie star.
But, Mother, you heard how generously they're giving their time and talents, and I know I'll sleep in the den. And then I can always tell everybody, as long as I live, that once, when I was a girl, Frank Sinatra used my room.
Why, you'll be famous. People come from many lands just to look at you.
Now, wait a minute. If we lend any rooms in this house, it's going to be Randolph's room.
Mine?
Yes, you'll fit the sofa much better than Judy or me.
But I don't want to tell everybody that once when I was a girl, Frank Sinatra used my room.
Well, nevertheless, you're the one who's going to sleep in the den, Randolph.
Oh, Mother, you're really going to do it? Give him a room, I mean. Oh, Mother, you're the most adorable, unselfish, sweetest girl that Mother ever had.
Oh, I'm doing this purely for patriotic reasons, Judy.
And so she can tell everybody once when she was middle-aged, Frank Sinatra used her son's room.
Oh. Judy, what was that number the man said to call?
3400. And be sure and say we're especially anxious to have Frankie.
All right, dear.
Mother, while you make the call, I'm going to run over to Lulu's house and tell her all about Frank Sinatra and me.
What about Frank Sinatra and you?
About what I'm going to say to him and how we're going to sing duets together.
Now, wait a minute, Judy. I don't want to throw cold water on all your fine plans, but remember that we may not get Frank Sinatra. After all, there are other movie stars in the group.
Why, yeah, we might wind up with nothing better than Cary Grant or something.
Yes, dear?
What happened with the call you made?
Well, I told them about Randolph's room, and they're going to call me back and let me know.
What happened over at Lulu's house?
Not a thing. Except that I will never speak to Lulu Benson again as long as I live.
Why, dear?
Because as soon as I told her about this room lending stuff, she went right to the phone and offered her Uncle Herman's room.
What did Uncle Herman say?
He said he was gall darned if he'd sleep in the garage for any old swooner crooner.
Uncle Herman and I are brothers under the skin.
But Lulu did it anyhow.
I may be able to move over on the den sofa and make room for Uncle Herman.
And that wasn't bad enough. But Lulu told Mitzi and Eleanor and Tootsie all about it, and they've all offered rooms, and now they're all squabbling over Frankie.
The one who gets him wins a big black cigar.
It's simply terrible. Now, none of the girls in our crowd are talking to any of the other ones.
An uncanny silence has settled over the town.
Well, anyway, I bet the authorities are pretty pleased with the public spirit of our citizens.
Now, Uncle Herman and I wish to go on record as having no public spirit whatsoever.
Oh, Randolph, you burn me up. Honestly, the way you talk. The phone!
It may be Frankie.
I'll take it. Hello? Yes, yes it is.
Who is it, dear?
The authorities. You will use our room? Yes, yes. Oh,
What happened?
but my mother made a special request for Frank Sinatra. Oh, no, all right. Thank you.
Well, speak, woman. I'm all aflutter.
Do you know who got Frankie?
Whom?
Tootsie Whiteman.
Oh, that's too bad, dear.
Of all the girls in this town, why did it have to be Tootsie? She is my least favorite person in all the world. Oh, why didn't I know enough to keep my big mouth shut about Frankie?
Yeah, if you hadn't let the girls in on everything, you could have just sneaked up on him yourself.
Now I'll never be able to live in the same town with Tootsie.
Nope.
She'll brag the rest of her life about this.
Yep.
Nope. This town isn't big enough to hold the both of us.
Nope.
Did the authorities turn us down completely?
Nope, they want our room all right.
Oh, I can't wait. Whom did we draw?
Oh, I don't know, just some man. I never even heard of him.
Well, did he come with the troupe?
Yeah. He's probably just some big movie producer or something.
Oh, is that all?
Well, Randolph, I think you'd better start moving some of that junk out of your room. The baseball bats and the canoe paddles in the museum.
Not my Museum of Natural History, Mother.
Now, Randolph, no one human would be able to sleep in the same room with that stuffed frog.
Well, I do.
You're not human.
Just, Well, put everything in the den, Randolph. Your caterpillar collection, too.
Oh, Mother, I hate to disturb them just when they're thinking about spinning cocoons.
Well, they can spin cocoons in the den just as well as in your room.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I wish I'd never started this. Jeepers, think of listening to Tootsie Whiteman talking about Frank Sinatra the rest of her life.
Think of listening to anybody talk about Frank Sinatra the rest of her life.
But I'd like to talk to Sinatra the rest of my life. I mean the rest of my natural life.
Well, Judy certainly has a way of getting herself involved in situations. But you men in our audience have your problems, too. You bounce out of bed in the morning, shave, shower, gulp down your food, kiss the missus goodbye, dash for the train or bus. When you get to the office, if you don't have acid indigestion or heartburn, well, you've got the nearest thing to them. Now, for quick relief, for quick, safe, pleasant relief, take Tums. These delicious antacid mints melt on your tongue in a jiffy. Almost instantly, they neutralize the excess acid in your stomach. And then it's goodbye heartburn and goodbye acid indigestion. That's why millions of people, night and day, at home or away, keep Tums handy. Why don't you join them today? Get Tums at any drugstore, 10 cents a roll or a 3-roll package for $0.25. Tums for the tummy, Tums. And now, back to A Date with Judy. Well, a troupe of movie stars is in the town Judy lives in, for the present. Because of the housing shortage, they're in need of rooms to stay in, and the Fosters are going to lend Randolph. However, all the girls in Judy's crowd have a room to lend, and Judy is very unhappy about this. Just now, the doorbell is ringing at the Foster house.
The doorbell. That must be our big movie producer or somebody.
Oh, Randolph, did you get your room all cleared out?
Yeah, all but the caterpillars.
What happened to them?
Oh, I spilled them.
You spilled them?
Yeah, I managed to catch up with most of them, but a couple got away under the bed.
Oh, Randolph, I could simply spank you. Caterpillars under the poor man's bed.
How do you do?
Oh, how do you do? I'm Mrs. Foster.
I'm Mr. Ryan. I believe you have a room for me.
Oh, yes, I do. Won't you come in?
Well, Mrs. Foster, you don't know what it means to me to have a nice bed to sleep in tonight. Our troop's had some pretty rough going for the last few days.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, place I was stranded in last night. Well, I wouldn't have been surprised if there were bed bugs in that bed.
Really?
I wouldn't be surprised if there were caterpillars in it.
Randolph. This is my son, Randolph.
How do you do?
Hi, Mr. Ryan.
I also have a daughter, Judy.
And if you're a friend of Frank Sinatra's, you won't fail to meet her.
Another one of the worshipers?
Oh, yes. You know how young girls are.
I certainly do. We've been shaking them out of our hair ever since we started the tour.
Well, Judy doesn't shake very easily.
I'm sure I won't have any trouble with her. Well, Mrs. Foster...
Oh, I know. You're anxious to go up to your room, aren't you? Well, come right this way.
Thank you.
I hope you have a good night's sleep.
Oh, I know I will.
Yeah, but will my caterpillars have a good night's sleep?
Judy, eat your eggs, dear.
I'm not very hungry, Mother.
She dreamt last night that Sinatra married Tootsie Whiteman.
Keep quiet, Randolph.
Morning.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Ryan. Won't you come in and have some breakfast?
Well, I'd love to.
Sit right here. Mr. Ryan, this is my daughter, Judy.
How do you do?
I'm very happy to meet you.
2 lumps, Mr. Ryan.
Just one, thanks.
Did you sleep well?
Oh, splendidly. Only I had the strangest dream last night. I felt like something was crawling over my neck.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Suppose I was still a little shaken from those suspected bed bugs of the night before.
Oh, really? By the way, did you happen to find a cocoon under your chin this morning?
A what?
Oh, never mind Randolph, Mr. Ryan. That's just the way he talks. Which camp are you visiting today?
Oh, the one on the Pike Road. We're entertaining the boys there this afternoon, then tonight we move...
Mr. Ryan, are you a big movie producer?
Who, me? No, I'm afraid not. My job is much more humble than that. I'm just an old-fashioned song plugger.
A song plugger? No, what's that?
Well, that's a long story. I'd better not go into it.
Mr. Ryan, do you know Mr. Sinatra very well?
Oh, well enough to slap him on the back now and then.
When you get through, is he still standing?
Oh, he can take it. Well, Judy, as a matter of fact, I arranged some of Sinatra's music.
Oh, how utterly wonderful.
Judy wishes she knew Sinatra well enough to slap him on the back.
Randolph.
You mustn't mind them, Mr. Ryan. They talk that way to each other all the time. But underneath it all, they're just crazy about each other.
Personally, there are some caterpillars I like as much as I do Judy.
Well, I've enjoyed everything so much, and now if you'll excuse me, I got to meet Mr. Sinatra.
You do? How utterly delirious.
Doesn't it just make you quiver all over?
I haven't quivered in years. Well, thanks a lot, Mrs. Foster. Don't get up. I'll find my way out. And thanks again. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, isn't he gorgeous? Isn't he adorable?
You're being fickle to Frankie.
I know, but I can't help it.
Oh, Judy, do you have to get a crush on every man you meet?
Oh, Mother, that's absolutely ridiculous. I hardly ever go gaga about anybody.
Anyhow, she's been able to resist Oogie Pringle.
Oh, Oogie Pringle, that infant.
Well, he's 6 months older than you, Judy.
Girls are always eons older than boys. As a matter of fact, I don't feel 16 at all. I feel 18 at least.
You've just missed 2 of the best years of your life.
Mother, do you think I'm old enough to get married?
I certainly do not.
Marie Antoinette got married when she was only 15, and Cleopatra...
Will you stop talking about getting married, Judy, and pull up your bobby socks?
Yeah, they're drooling all over your shoes.
Are you thinking about getting married, Judy?
Well, not exactly marriage, but it would be sort of nice to be engaged.
Oh.
Well, who have you got in mind?
None of your business.
Well, I'd sort of like to know. I feel it's my duty to warn the victim.
I have absolutely no intentions of revealing any information whatsoever. Only
what, Judy?
isn't Mr. Ryan beautiful?
Judy, when are you going to bed? Why, it's 11:30.
I'm just sort of waiting up for Mr. Ryan to come home.
Well, heaven knows when he'll come home. Hollywood people probably stay up until all hours of the night.
Mother, would you like to live in Hollywood?
No, thank you. I'm quite content right here in Ohio.
Not even for a visit, Mother?
Well, as yet, Mr. Sinatra hasn't invited me.
Oh, I don't mean to visit Mr. Sinatra. I mean to visit me.
Well, I wasn't aware you'd settled down in Hollywood yet, Judy.
Oh, I haven't yet. But I was just thinking. I wonder what it'd be like to be married to a song plugger.
Oh, well, you're not likely to find out. Now, run along to bed.
If I lived in Hollywood, maybe I can get in the movies.
When are you going to bed, Judy?
I'm just going to stay up half an hour more, Mother.
All right, dear. Half hour, that's all. Then I'm going upstairs. It'd take a lot more than entire Hollywood to keep me up any longer.
Good night, Mother.
Good night, dear.
I just adore you, Mr. Ryan. Rally, I do, rally. Rally, rally? No. I think you have beautiful eyes, Mr. Ryan. I think I go home with you. No. Definitely no. Oh. Come up and see me. 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 Could be. Oh, it's you, Mr. Ryan.
Well, hello.
My goodness, I forgot all about you staying at our house. Why, when you came in just now, you were the last person I expected to see.
Well, now, I thought I'd made more of an impression on you than that.
Oh, you have? Oh, Mr. Ryan, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
I know. You can't think of anybody else but Sinatra.
Well, he is rather attractive, and he does sing well, but...
But the main reason you like him so much is because all the other girls do, too, and you don't want to be different?
No, but... Mr. Ryan, do you think a girl my age is old enough to get engaged?
Engaged? Why, Judy?
I mean, does it make so much difference that a man is a few years older? After all, even if it were 10 years, what difference would it make? When he's 90, she'd be 80, and I don't see what...
Judy, I think I'd better have a little talk with you. This sounds serious.
Oh, it is, Mr. Ryan. It's the most serious thing that ever happened to me.
Sit down, Judy. Now, let's talk this thing over.
Oh, I'd love to.
Judy, do you think it's right to fall in love with a married man?
A married man? Oh, Mr. Ryan!
With 2 children?
2 children? Oh, how awful!
Don't you see that the object of your affection is very far from attainment?
Well, a wife and 2 children is kind of an obstacle.
Yes. One that you could hardly overcome.
2 whole children? How dreadful!
It's not dreadful at all. About having 2 children, I mean. But what's really dreadful is that a nice young girl like you, who must have lots of boyfriends her own age...
But, Mr. Ryan, boys my own age are so... Well, they're so young.
Quite true. But that makes you kind of young, too. To tell the truth, Judy, you're the Bobby Sox Brigade.
Bobby Sox...
And if you'll take the advice of an old gent who's been around, you'll stop thinking about older men and concentrate on the fun you can have with boys your own age.
Oh, I couldn't. I'll never get over this. It'll take weeks.
Well, you'll recover. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going up to my room.
Mr. Ryan.
Yes?
Good night.
Judy, isn't it time for you to be in bed?
I think I'll stay up a while yet. I may write a piece of poetry.
It's a very good idea. Get it off your chest, and in the morning you'll feel like a new woman. Well, good night.
Night.
See you tomorrow.
Bobby Sox Brigade. Doesn't he realize I am a woman?
Well, it's only human for Judy to feel the way she does. And, folks, it's only human at times to overindulge, to overeat, oversmoke, or worry. And then, sure as shooting, you may suffer a spell of acid indigestion. So what? There's a drugstore handy, isn't there? And right out there on the counter are stacks and stacks of neat little rolls of Tums. 10 cents a roll, 3-roll package for $0.25. As pleasant to take as candy mints. There's nothing to mix, nothing to stir. You just slip 1 or 2 Tums in your mouth, and almost instantly you neutralize the excess acid in your stomach. Gone is the heartburn and that uncomfortable full feeling and other signs of acid indigestion. Another beauty about Tums is that they contain no soda or other water-soluble alkalis. No, sir. Tums act in an entirely different way from most other antacids. They never over-alkalize your stomach or cause an acid rebound or relapse. That's just one of the reasons why millions, night and day, at home or away, always keep Tums handy. Tums for the tummy. Tums. And now back to A Date with Judy. Well, Judy has acquired quite a crush on the man from Hollywood to whom the Fosters have loaned a room. Judy has tried to declare her love, but the man thought she was talking about Sinatra the whole time. When we pick up the Fosters again, it's the next morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ryan.
Good morning, Mrs. Foster.
Did you sleep well?
Oh, fine. But I had the same darn dream again last night about something crawling over my neck.
Oh, what a strange dream. Mr. Ryan.
Yes?
Well, I think this might amuse you. I don't want you to let Judy know that I showed it to you, but just now I found this piece of paper on the desk. She must have written it last night.
Poetry, huh?
Yes.
Let me see. I've got the Bobby Sox blues. I'm just a girl who's got the Bobby Sox blues. My pulse is pounding and my heart is wild, but people say you're just a child.
Yes. It's rather sad, isn't it?
But can't you see that even at 16, the pangs are mean, the pain is... Why, it's beautiful, Mrs. Foster.
I rather thought so, too. I had no idea that Judy felt this way.
That Sinatra, he certainly gets them, doesn't he?
Sinatra? Well, oh, yes. Yes, I guess he does.
Mrs. Foster, you know what I'd like to do?
I know what.
I'd like to write some music for this.
Some music, really?
Sure, I think it would make a lovely ballad. Why, who knows? I may even get Sinatra to sing it.
Oh, Mr. Ryan, how wonderful. Why, Judy will be thrilled to pieces.
Hello, Lulu. This is Judy. Yes, I know I'm not talking to you, but there's something I want to tell you. Well, guess who's going to sing a song I wrote? Why, none other than Frankie, that's all. No, not Frankie Roosevelt. Frankie Sinatra. Honestly, Lulu. Oh, I'm just so excited. Mr. Ryan, who's staying at our house, has written the music, and he's going to get Frankie to sing it at the Army camp tonight, and I'm going to be there and shake hands with Sinatra, and Mr. Ryan is going to take me out to the camp personally. And, oh, Lulu, isn't it marvelous? Well, that's what I wanted to tell you. Now we can go right back to not talking to each other. Goodbye.
That was a very interesting conversation.
I liked it, Randolph. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dum.
Here we go again.
Hello? Oh, Oogie, what do you want? I'm terribly sorry, Oogie, but I can't see you tonight. As it happens, I have a date with an older man. I'm driving out to an army camp with Mr. Ryan. He is not an old gazook. He may be 10 years older than I am, but he's still able to drive a car. Oogie, men of your age do not interest. You're really just a child to me. I think you should stop running after girls my age and concentrate on younger women.
Women about 12 or 13.
Oogie, I'm terribly sorry you're jealous. But I can't help it if older men are attracted to me. Now, can I?
Boy, can she dish out the bosh.
Well, so long, Oogie. Bye.
That was my favorite conversation.
Oh, be quiet, Randolph. How do you like my manicure?
Some manicure. Since when do they paint nails all the way up to the wrist?
It's gorgeous. Do you think Mr. Ryan will notice it when he shakes hands with me tonight?
No, but he may notice the dirt on your face.
Oh, don't be silly. I'm going to wash it. But first, I'm going to give myself a mud pack.
Well, what do you know? All this time I thought you were giving yourself one right now.
Not even your nasty remarks can bother me today. Oh, Randolph, this is going to be the biggest night in my whole life.
Hello there.
Why, Mr. Ryan, why'd you come home in the middle of the day?
Oh, I came back here to pack.
Pack?
Yes, we're leaving town right away.
Leaving town? Oh, Mr. Ryan, you can't.
Oh, I forgot. Your song. Judy, I feel terrible disappointing you this way, but the camp we're going to play tonight, the boys in the barracks have broken out with measles and we can't go.
Oh, Mr. Ryan.
So we're lighting right out for Hollywood. I'm really awfully sorry we can't do your song tonight, but anyhow, here's the music I wrote for it. You can keep it and do anything you like with it.
Thank you.
Judy, I'm really awfully sorry. It was the nicest song that anybody ever wrote about Sinatra.
Oh, it isn't about Sinatra.
It isn't?
No, it's about you.
Oh, it's... me? Oh, for heaven's sake. Well, excuse me. I've got to hurry if I want to catch that train. I'll have to rush like into the train.
Oh, Randolph, I'm devastated.
Well, anyhow, you won't have to wash your face.
Oh, Randolph, I'm dying. In fact, dying might be a very good idea.
Judy, you frighten me. What are you going to do?
Call up Oogie and tell him I'm not doing anything tonight.
Yes, dear?
I have the most soul-shattering news. Guess what?
I give up.
Oogie and his high school hot licks are going to play at the Jitterbug Jamboree tonight, and he's going to let me sing my song.
Boy, how nice of Oogie.
Yes, I'm going to be his girl vocalist, and you're going to announce me, Randolph.
Me? Oh, Judy, I wouldn't be seen dead at a Jitterbug Jamboree.
You will tonight. Oh, Mother, I'm so thrilled. Just wait till people hear me.
Well, it all sounds very exciting, dear.
Oh, it is. Everything's all arranged. Now, if I only knew how to sing.
And now my sister, Miss Judy Foster, will render a song of her own composition and somebody else's music, the Bobby Sox Blues.
I've got the Bobby Sox Blues. I'm just a girl who's got the Bobby Sox Blues. My pulse is pounding and my heart is wild. But people say you're just a child. This love's too much for me to bear. They won't believe me and they couldn't care. They inform me I'm not old enough. They say puppy love stuff. You wouldn't have the faintest idea of the feel of love, what it's made of. But can't they see that even at 16, the pangs are mean, the pain is keen. My song of love is unsung. But they say, baby, you're too young. They only see my socks and flat heel shoes. And that's why I've got the Bobby Sox Blues.
Well, while we're on the subject of the blues, I wonder, did the mailman happen to bring you a spell of acid indigestion this morning? Alas, these days the news causes many a parent, many a wife to worry and fret. And worry is one of the commonest causes of acid indigestion. Here's a good rule to follow. Night and day, at home or away, always have Tums handy. It's simply amazing the way Tums banish heartburn, that uncomfortable full feeling, and other signs of excess stomach acidity. And Tums are as easy and pleasant to take as candy mints. Nothing to mix or stir. You don't even need water. In a movie or streetcar or the office, you can slip one in your mouth unnoticed. Almost instantly, you enjoy dependable relief from that upset acid stomach. At all drugstores, only 10 cents a roll, 3-roll package for $1. Now, there are many imitations of Tums, but no substitute for them. So be sure to ask for Tums for the Tummy, T-U-M-S. And folks, I'd like a moment to talk to you about winning this war. Hundreds of thousands of women are needed immediately in war production plants, in essential civilian services, and in the women's branches of the armed forces. They are the only source of labor available to replace the men who are fighting for us. Now, if you are willing to do your part, go to your local U.S. employment office. They'll tell you where you are needed most. In a nation at war, women must work as men must fight. Thank you. A Date with Judy is written by Aline Leslie and stars Louise Erickson and Dix Davis. The music was composed by Paul Sortel and conducted by Konstantin Bakalennikov through the courtesy of RKO Studios. The program was produced and directed by Helen Mack. This is Art Baker inviting you to be with us again next Tuesday at the same time to keep your Date with Judy. And remember, night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums, T-U-M-S.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
All right, that concludes the first episode of the night. I hope you all liked it, and take your 5-minute break, and we'll be back then. Yeah. And that concludes our 5-minute break. I hope you liked the music, and let's get to episode 2 of the night. Yay, woo.
Night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums, T-U-M-S. Tums, famous quick relief for acid indigestion, presents A Date with Judy.
Hello?
Hello, Judy. This is Oogie.
Oh, hello, Oogie.
Judy, could I have a date tonight?
Oh, definitely not, Oogie. I've got a lot of homework to do and I want to wash my hair. And besides, I promised Mother I'd stay home.
Oh, that's too bad. I was going to take you to the Jitterbug joint for Junior.
The Jitterbug joint? Oh, that's different, Oogie. Pick me up at 8:30.
That's Judy, folks. Judy Foster, the cutest date in town. Your date with her each Tuesday at the same time is arranged by the makers of Tums, famous quick relief for acid indigestion. Well, let's see what's doing at the Foster house. Judy, her mother, and her 12-year-old brother, Randolph, are in the living room, and Judy speaks.
Oh, it's so beautiful outside. It almost hurts me.
Hey, you look like you got a stomachache.
The sunset. Glorious.
Judy, what's the matter with you?
What do you mean, Mother?
You have that look on your face again.
Frankly, the love bug has bitten me.
That's the busiest love bug I ever heard of. By actual count, it's bitten you 14 times since January 1st.
Oh, nothing else counts but this. Everything else was just sort of puppy love.
And who do you love this time? A dog?
Oh, Randolph, you do say the most awful things to Judy.
As a matter of fact, I'm not in love at all. It's only a slight interest. I just happen to think Kenneth Mackenzie is the most gorgeous, attractive, brilliant, adorable man I ever knew.
Well, that's a slight interest, all right.
Well, the important thing is he interested in you?
No, that's the trouble. He's never even given me a look. Except in school today when I spilled a bottle of ink on him.
I bet then he gave you a look, a dirty look.
Oh, I'll never get any place with him. Might as well face the fact. I'm hopelessly in love.
Well, we're back to love again. Whatever happened to that slight interest?
The phone seems to be ringing.
Anybody who thinks I'm going to answer is crazy.
Go ahead, Randolph. I don't want people to think I'm always hanging around the phone waiting for it to ring.
Why deceive people?
Please, Randolph, it may be Kenneth Mackenzie.
That poor ink-soaked wretch? If it is, I'll eat my tennis racket.
Oh, all right, Randolph, if you're going to be contemptible. Hello?
Hello, Judy. This is Kenneth Mackenzie.
It is! Jeepers! Hello, Kenneth.
I'm now eating my tennis racket.
Would you give me a date tonight, Judy?
Well, of course. Well, I just love to.
Okay. Will it be all right if I wear my baseball uniform?
Your baseball uniform?
Yes, on account of the ink you spilled on my suit, I can't wear it. And my other suit's at the cleaners.
Oh, that'll be perfectly all right, Kenneth. I think you look just lovely in your baseball uniform.
Okay. There's only one more thing.
What, Kenneth?
Will it be all right if we spend the evening on your front porch? On account of I couldn't go anyplace in my baseball uniform.
Well, I just adore spending the evening on our front porch.
It must be love.
Swell. Then I'll see you around 8. So long.
So long. Oh, it's really happened. He's asked me for a date.
What was in that ink you spilled on him? A love potion?
Well, I'm glad you have a date with him, dear.
Yes. Jeepers. Now what'll I tell Oogie Pringle?
You have to tell him anything?
Well, of course. I have a date with him tonight, too.
Judy, you mean you're going to break a date with Oogie?
Naturally.
Oh, you treat that poor boy terribly.
He likes it. Oh, jeepers, what excuse can I give him for breaking the date?
Well, you can say you're engaged to be married.
No, I told him that the last time.
Judy, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Well, I'll just call him up and I'll think of something on the spur of the moment. The best things I ever think up are the things I think up on the spur of the moment.
Well, I'm not going to hang around and listen to you torture Oogie. I'm going next door to Mrs. Schlutzhammer's for a few minutes.
Okay. I'll hang around and listen to her torture Oogie.
Try and be gentle, Judy.
I will, Mother.
Have a telephone, Judy.
Thanks.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Hello?
Hello? Oogie?
Yes?
Oh, this is Judy.
Yes, I know.
Oogie, there's something I've got to tell you.
Is it pertaining to our date tonight?
In a way, yes. I've got to break it.
Break it? Oh, Judy.
I'm terribly sorry, Oogie, but I've got a very good reason.
You have?
Mm-hmm. The reason is, the reason is,
Here comes the spur of the moment.
well, why I have to break my date with you, Oogie, is, Randolph has the measles.
Judy, I do not.
Oh, that's a shame.
Judy.
And you know how contagious measles are, Oogie. And on account of I've been in contact with Randolph, I might be a carrier.
Well, how do you like that?
And you wouldn't want me to give you the measles, would you, Oogie?
No, I guess not. Though I'd rather get them from you than from anybody else I know.
Why, that's awfully sweet of you to say that, Oogie.
Judy, I'm in the pink of health. I never felt better in my life.
Well, so long, I guess.
So long. I'll let you know when Randolph recovers. Bye.
I'll let you know when Randolph recovers. Goodbye.
Oh, Randolph, I had to say something.
But of all the things there are in the world to say, why did you have to say that?
It occurred to me, that's why.
The darndest things occur to you.
Well, you didn't want me to hurt Oogie's feelings, did you?
I wouldn't mind.
Oh, Randolph, you're utterly heartless.
Me heartless? And you're the one who deliberately gave her own brother the measles.
Oogie, what's the matter with you?
Nothing, Mama.
You have such a funny look on your face, dear. I know something must be wrong.
Well, Judy Foster broke a date with me again.
She did. Well, I always told you she was flighty. And I hate to say it, Oogie, but she's just not good enough for you.
Oh, yes, she is. She's much too good for me. She's almost an angel.
But I don't know why you don't like that nice Nelson girl. Her mother is such a good friend of mine.
She has a mustache.
That's absolutely untrue. Besides, it would be a simple matter to shave it off.
Judy had a very good reason for breaking her date with me. Her brother Randolph has the measles, and she...
Oogie, did you say Randolph has the measles?
Yes, I did.
My word, and your little brother was playing with Randolph this morning.
Oh, well, I don't suppose...
Where is that child? Robert! Robert! Oh, I'm going to put him right to bed. Robert!
Yeah?
You come right in the house this minute. My goodness gracious, he may be getting the measles any minute. Robert!
Hello, Mother.
Have a nice time over Mrs. Schlitzhammer's?
Yes, I did. But you know what happened?
No.
Well, while I was there, Mrs. Pringle called Mrs. Schlutzhammer. And do you know what?
I'm all ears.
Well, Mrs. Pringle broke a date with Mrs. Schlutzhammer this evening because her little boy is coming down with the measles.
Yes.
Yes.
Boy, there's getting to be a regular epidemic around here.
Is there really? Well, I didn't know that. Oh, Judy, I'm awfully glad you broke your date with Oogie tonight.
You are?
Why, yes, Oogie's undoubtedly been in direct contact with his little brother, and... Why, Judy, he might have given the measles to you.
Well, I'm sure the mothers of Judy's friends have enough to do without worrying about a measles epidemic. For if you're an American housewife, you're the busiest woman on earth. Your days are just hectic with washing, scrubbing, mending, marketing, cooking, and child care, and that's not half of it. No wonder you often have acid indigestion. What can you do about it? Well, here's what millions do. At the first sign of heartburn or excess stomach acidity, slip a couple of Tums in your mouth. Nothing to mix or stir. You don't even need water. Tums melt on your tongue like candy mints. And with unbelievable speed, they bring peace and comfort to an upset acid stomach. So be prepared. Night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums. For you never know when or where acid indigestion may strike. Get your Tums at any drugstore, only 10 cents a roll, 3-roll package for $1. And now back to A Date with Judy. Well, in order to break a date with Oogie Pringle, Judy told him Randolph had the measles. And when Oogie's mother found out, she remembered that Oogie's little brother had been playing with Randolph that morning, and now she's putting the child to bed. Just now we pick up Oogie talking on the telephone.
Hello, is Mrs. Mackenzie home, please?
Yes, but she's busy at the moment. May I take the message?
Well, it's a sort of personal message. Who's speaking?
This is her son, Kenneth.
Oh, hiya, Kenneth. This is Oogie.
Oh, hi, Oogie.
Hi. Listen, my mother says to ask your mother, was your little sister playing with my little brother this afternoon?
Yes, my little sister was playing with your little brother. She was telling us just a little while ago he kicked her in the teeth.
Oh, well, then she's in danger.
In danger of what?
Well, she might have picked up a disease from my little brother.
What? Did he bite her, too?
Oh, it's not hydrophobia. It's measles.
Measles?
Yes, my mother says to warn your mother. On account of my little brother was playing with Randolph this morning, and Randolph has the measles.
Who, Randolph Foster?
Yeah.
Judy Foster's brother?
Oh, yeah, why do you ask?
Oh, I happen to find that a very interesting fact.
Judy, you answer. It's probably for you anyhow.
Oh, it probably isn't. I kept count for a whole week once, and I figured out that only 49 1/3% of the phone calls in this house are for me.
Well, I have a feeling that this call doesn't belong to my 50 2/3%.
Oh, all right. But people must think I'm hanging around the phone all the time.
Aren't you?
Quiet, Randolph. Hello?
Hello, Judy.
Yes?
This is Kenneth McKenzie speaking.
Oh, hello, Kenneth.
Well, Judy, I don't know how to say this, but, well, I've got to break my date with you tonight.
You do?
Yes. My mother said I'd have to break it on account of the measles.
The measles?
Gracious, does somebody else have the measles?
I don't get it, Kenneth.
Well, we heard Randolph had the measles, and on account of you probably having been in direct contact with him, well, my mother thinks I'd better not be exposed to you.
But, Kenneth,
I'm terribly sorry. Let me know when Randolph recovers. So long.
So long.
Well, what was that, Judy?
He broke his date with me because he heard Randolph had the measles.
Randolph, the measles. Well, what on earth gave him that idea?
That's the funniest thing I ever heard of.
Well, that's perfectly ridiculous, Judy. Randolph's in the pink of hell. Are you, dear?
Oh, I'm dying laughing, but outside of that, I feel fine.
Oh, dear, your face is rather red.
Well, no wonder. Look how he's laughing.
Randolph, what's that spot on your face?
Where?
Right there on your chin, little red mark. It's a measle.
Oh, no, it isn't, Mother. I cut myself.
I wish I were dead.
Oh, how did you cut yourself, Randolph?
Well, Oh, all right, if you must know. I was shaving.
Shaving?
Well, I was in the bathroom, and there was Father's razor. And, well, I just naturally...
Oh, Randolph, you're much too young to shave.
He hasn't got anything to shave anyhow.
Is that so, Smarty Pants? I counted 5 hairs on my chin this morning. 2 more hairs than I had a month ago.
With a big job like that, you should have gone to a barber.
Randolph, I want to ask you something. Have you been playing with Oogie Pringle's little brother Robert lately?
Yeah, I was playing with him this morning.
Oh, good gracious. No wonder Kenneth thinks you have the measles. Do you realize Oogie's little brother has the measles, and Kenneth probably saw you playing with him, and... Randolph, you're probably coming down with the measles this very minute.
Now, Mother, don't look at me that way. Just let me explain.
You explain nothing. You get right upstairs and get into bed this very minute.
Mother!
I'm going to call the doctor.
Judy, you certainly got me in a heck of a mess.
Well, I didn't mean to, Randall.
Here I am in bed. I've had a doctor poking at
It'll
me.
be a nice rest for you.
But I don't need a rest, and you wouldn't let me explain.
Oh, Randall, please don't tell on me. After all this excitement, Mother would be furious at me if she knew I was the cause of it all. Besides, don't you think I've suffered enough?
You suffered?
Yes. Having Kenneth break his date with me and all. Don't start laughing again. I don't think it's funny Kenneth broke his date with me. And he's so adorable.
Oh, that's not what I'm laughing about this time. I'm laughing because Oogie Pringle's little brother has the measles, and now you can't call Oogie back and make a date with him again.
Oh, I hear Mother coming upstairs. Please don't tell on me, Randolph.
Oh, okay. But if I have to take castor oil, I'll tell all right.
Oh, you probably won't. Shh, here she comes. What did the doctor say, Mother?
Well, he said Randolph didn't have any symptoms yet.
Yes.
But he says since you've been exposed, you might break out any minute, and in the meantime, just to keep you quiet. And as for you, Judy...
Yes?
The doctor says since you've been exposed to Randolph, to keep you quiet, too.
He did?
Yes, so you go right on in your room and get into bed.
Oh, Mother!
Ha! Ha! Oh, my, what next? Hello?
Hello. Is this Mrs. Foster?
Yes, it is.
Well, this is Miss Hazlett, Randolph's history teacher, you know.
Oh, yes, Miss Hazlett. I was coming to the PTA meeting tonight, but
That's what I wanted to tell you. My car's all out of gas, and you live in my neighborhood, so I was wondering if you'd pick me up.
Oh, but that's what I want to tell you. I can't come to the meeting tonight.
Oh, you can?
No, I'm afraid Randolph's coming down with the measles.
Is that so? Well, I'm afraid there's a regular epidemic around town. The little Mackenzie girl has it, too.
Kenneth Mackenzie's sister?
Why, yes, I guess so. Why?
Oh, no reason. My daughter Judy had a date with Kenneth tonight, but anyhow, it's broken. Besides, she's been exposed to Randolph's measles, and I've got her in bed, so she couldn't go out in any case.
Oh, this measles situation is really getting serious, isn't it?
Oh, yes, I hear there's a terrible epidemic.
I think I ought to call up Mr. Winfield and tell him about it.
Mr. Witt, oh, you mean the principal of the school?
Yes, I think with the measles this bad, the school should definitely be shut down.
Hello, Kenneth. This is Rudy.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Kenneth, what are you doing tonight?
Nothing. What?
Well, Cyril broke a date with me, and I just want you to talk to
That's so. I just wanted to
me. You did? With who?
Judy Foster.
Judy? Oh, no.
Yes, what's so amazing about that?
Oh, nothing. No reason.
Who broke a date with you?
Me? Oh, Barbara Winslow.
That's so.
Yes.
Too bad.
You know, Ken, I think I'm going to swear off here.
Oh, isn't that a rather drastic step?
No, I've given it a lot of consideration. I've made up my mind.
Oh, I don't know. Women are very important in some respects. Now, it's Judy Foster, for instance.
Ken, I just as soon not talk about it.
Why?
Well, she's just not good enough for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, if your stomach could talk, here's what it might say to you.
Say, what do you think I'm made of? Cast iron? What's the big idea? You eat so fast I can't catch up with my work. So I'm protesting, see? Acid indigestion is my way of telling you that I feel abused.
And heed that protest, ladies and gentlemen. Heed it, and it's the very first sign of upset acid stomach, heartburn, that uncomfortable full feeling. Slip 1 or 2 Tums in your mouth, just as you would candy mints. They work amazingly fast to neutralize the excess acid in your stomach. And let me say, Tums act in a different way from most other antacids. For Tums contain no soda or other water-soluble alkali. Therefore, they do not over-alkalize your stomach or cause an acid relapse. So be wise. Night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums. Only 10 cents a roll in a drugstore. But be sure you get Tums for the tummy, T-U-M-S. There are many imitations of Tums, but no substitute for them. And now, back to A Date with Judy. Judy is caught in her own trap. She broke a date with Oogie by saying Randolph had the measles, and word of an epidemic got around, and now Kenneth has broken a date with Judy. Moreover, Mother has sent both Judy and Randolph to bed. Listen.
Hey, Randolph, what do you want? Come on in my room now. I want to tell you something.
Yeah?
Close the door.
What's up?
Mother was just upstairs a minute ago. And she told me they're closing down the school because of the epidemic.
Hooray!
Don't look so cheerful. What if they find out nobody really has the measles?
Yeah. We can't let that happen.
You know what we've done? We've created an epidemic.
What do you mean, we? You did it single-handed.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call up Mrs. Pringle and tell her you don't really have the measles, and then she'll know her little boy doesn't have it, and then Mrs. Mackenzie will know her little girl doesn't have it, and the epidemic will be over.
What? And let the school open up again? Over my dead body.
Well, I've simply got to call off this epidemic. It's keeping Kenneth and me apart.
And I've simply got to keep this epidemic going. It's keeping school and me apart, and that's the way I like it.
Oh, no, you don't, Randolph Foster. I'm going to tell Mother the truth.
And admit you started the whole thing?
My back is to the wall. I'll have to confess.
Oh, no, you don't, Judy Foster.
Oh, yes, I will, Randolph Foster.
Stay here, Judy. Stay here.
Mother! Mother! Come on upstairs a minute. I want to tell you something. What's wrong? Are you beginning to get symptoms, Judy? No, that's just it. What are you talking about? Mother, I have to tell you the truth. Randolph doesn't have measles at all.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, the way everything happened was when I called Oogie to break my...
Listen, what's that going on?
I don't know.
It's Randolph. Oh, Randolph, what's wrong?
Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying.
So, your brother doesn't have the measles, Judy? Just look at his face.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, I've got fever. I'm burning up. Now I have chills. I'm freezing to death.
Oh, you poor darling. Give me that other blanket, Judy. Now, just tuck you up all warm, dear.
Keeper, that's funny. I was talking to him a minute ago, and there wasn't a single spot on his face.
Well, that's music. Sorry, it breaks out all of a sudden. Oh. Now, baby, you just stay there under the covers, and I'll go right downstairs and make you some hot tea.
Oh, thanks. But I'd rather have a ham sandwich.
Don't be silly, dear. If you have a chill, hot tea will warm you up.
Oh, yeah, but don't you think I ought to eat something to keep my strength up?
No, you can't have anything to eat, Randolph. Now, you
don't forget the old saying, starve a fever and feed a chill.
Hot tea is all you need.
But I'm hungry.
You watch him for me while I run down.
I will, Mother. I'll watch you very carefully. Hey, Randolph, Mother's gone. You can stop groaning. Now, where did you get those spots on your face?
Out of the Mercurochrome bottle in the bathroom.
You deliberately painted those spots on your face, I thought so.
Now, Judy, if you betray my measles and let the school open again, I'll get something worse. Mumps, maybe.
You won't be able to paint mumps on your face. No, Randolph, I'm going to put the kibosh on this right now. I'll give you my answer. Mother, I want to tell you something. Mother!
Judy, how can you make all that noise with your brother so ill?
You said he isn't.
Be careful. I don't want to spill this hot tea.
Mother, there's something you've got to know.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Judy, will you... No, take this tea into Randolph while I answer the phone.
All right, Mother.
He does look ill, Judy. Be very nice to him.
I'll be nice to him, all right.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Foster?
Yes?
This is Mrs. Pringle.
Oh, Mrs. Pringle, how's your little boy?
Probably developing symptoms right this minute. And all I can say is I don't think it was very considerate of you to let Randolph play with him.
Considerate of me? Why, Mrs. Pringle, if you really want the truth, I think you have no business letting your son play with Randolph.
Well, of all the nerve, how dare you say such a thing? If you have any brains at all, you teach Randolph so he can give things to other children.
Randolph gives things to other children? Well, how dare you say such a thing to me when you deliberately made your little boy give Randolph the measles?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself saying something like that. Robert didn't give him to Randolph. Randolph gave him to Robert.
Oh, how utterly ridiculous. Why, Randolph didn't have a sign of a measles until he played with Robert. Well, of course not. Where else did Randolph get the measles except from Robert?
But I thought, well, that's my funny. Because Robert didn't have a thing this morning. Daddy hasn't got anything yet.
He hasn't. But I thought...
I know. I thought Randolph had.
Well, a moment ago I did too, but... Mrs. Pringle, I'm going upstairs a second and find out something. I'll call you right back.
Hi, Mother. Oh, I'm dying.
I'll tell you in a minute if you are now.
Oh, the pain is almost unbearable.
Where are you going, Mother? Right into the bathroom. I'm getting a washcloth and wet.
What are you going to do, Mother?
Wash your face.
Oh, no. Oh, don't do that. I've got chills. Washing my face is killing me.
I'll take that chance.
Oh, no, don't. Don't.
Well, I thought so. Pink wash rag. Well, what was it? Mercurochrome.
I'm awfully glad you found out, Mother. I was trying to say.
Well, Randolph,
What are you going to do, Mother?
you're going to tell Mrs. Pringle that Robert can get up.
Oh, Butterfly. Then Kenneth's little sister can get up, too, and Kenneth can have a date with you tonight.
Oh, anyhow, I can get up, too.
Oh, no, you can't. Huh? After the spanking you're going to get, you'll be in no condition to get up. Where's Judy, Randolph?
Getting dressed for a date with Kenneth.
Oh, what a day. I'm so embarrassed in my life. I've got a perfect fool calling up Miss Davis and telling her to tell Mr. Winfield not to close the school.
Well, that was the quickest epidemic this town ever had.
That's what she's telling me.
Yeah, I'll let him in.
Hello, Randolph.
Well, blow me down if it isn't Kenneth.
Hello, Kenneth.
Good evening, Miss Foster.
Come in, sit down.
Thank you.
Oh, no, not that chair. Take a good, comfortable seat. Judy always lets a guy wait at least a half hour on his first date with him.
Well, women are funny that way. Why are you staring at me, Randolph?
I was just trying to see where you're adorable.
Adorable?
Yeah, Judy says you're adorable. Frankly, Kenneth, after looking you over carefully...
Randolph, tell your sister Kenneth's here.
Okay. Hey, Judy, your gazook is here.
You'll be down right away, Judy. You can keep Kenneth waiting on your second date. Tonight you come right down here.
he does, history will be made at the Fosters.
Oh, hello, Ken.
History is made.
It's so divine to see you.
Yes, isn't it?
You look just lovely in your baseball uniform. How do I look?
Well, you look swell. Except
what?
well, those spots on your face.
Spots?
Judy, have you been using the Mercura comb?
No, why?
Well, Judy, in that case, you've got the measles.
The measles? Measles?
Well, we'll hear even more about the measles in a moment. But right now, I'd like to remind you that you've got to be all day. Whether you're playing bridge or golf or buckled down to a desk, everybody knows that. And everybody knows that nothing will dull your mind more quickly than a bad case of acid indigestion. What's the answer? Well, I'll tell you one answer. Next time you get that uncomfortable, full feeling and heartburn, why don't you do as so many millions do? Try Tums. They're pleasant. They're positive acting. Handy, too. Nothing to mix or stir. Just slip one or two Tums in your mouth as you would candy mints. And see how quickly your stomach feels calm and peaceful again. You know what? I'm telling you, millions, literally millions, night and day, at home or away, carry Tums right with them, just in case they get acid indigestion from overeating or oversmoking or from any other cause. Remember, Tums are guaranteed to contain no soda. Get Tums at any drugstore, 10 cents a roll, 3-roll package for a quarter. Tums for the tummy, T-U-M-S. Now, back to the Fosters.
Hello?
Hello, Judy, this is Kenneth.
Oh, hello, Kenneth. I'm terribly glad you called.
Oh, think nothing of it. I just was, I was thinking we might have dates soon now that you're getting over the measles.
Getting over them? Oh, Kenneth, I'm all better. I'm absolutely cured.
Hey, that's wonderful. Oh, then I guess maybe we could have a date tonight. Would you like to go to the dance at the country club?
Oh, Kenneth, I'd adore to. I just love to go to the country club. It's so nice in the country and everything.
You're sure you're all over the measles?
Oh, yes. The doctor said I was utterly all over them.
Well, then I'll see you tonight.
Oh? Kenneth, there's just one small thing. I can't go.
You can't? Well, why, Judy?
Because now Randolph's got the measles.
Date with Judy is written by Eileen Leslie, stars Louise Erickson and Dix Davis. The music was composed by Paul Sortel and conducted by Konstantin Bakalennikov through the courtesy of RKO Studios. The program was produced and directed by Helen Mack. Kenneth was played by Scott Elliott, who appeared through the courtesy of 20th Century Fox. This is Art Baker inviting you to be with us again next Tuesday at the same time to keep your date with Judy. And remember, night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums, T-U-M-S.
This is the National Broadcasting Company. This is KFI Los Angeles.